Why is my world so unstable? It is one of the most popular questions I'm asked all the time. Some explain it as shifting sands that are ever moving, and some describe it as a hall of mirrors, whilst for others it is simply chaos. Chaos is a wonderful energy if you have the correct understanding of it. It is meant to heave and plunge, flip upside down and fall away suddenly, and it's quite natural to feel like you need to catch your breath for a moment. It is simply terrifying and thrilling at the same time, but it is not bad. It is not some invisible force that is out to get you or destroy you. Let us be clear about that. It is the master blueprint within all change. Brings to light all the choices in your thoughts and feelings, in your world, and in your environment, and what you have available to you in your future. It is dynamic and unsettling because very little can make sense. And if you have no way of knowing where to turn, it sits you right on your backside and forces you to watch the screen of your life, and you have a hard time seeing your thoughts and actions, or lack of actions, played out in the world around you. It allows you to face what you have become so that you can take a good long look, because it is in the chaos that you have the freedom to make choices and decisions and think differently. Those who struggle the most with chaos are usually sedentary and one track minded. Now, forgive my use of those words, but allow me to explain. Humans like to follow patterns of behavior just because they are easier and effortless. You have learned to go with the flow, to take the easy way out, and to allow others to make decisions for you. People are taught how to abdicate from responsibility. Ask your politicians and religious ministers. And they love to form herds or social crowds who are magnetically drawn to them. Not so much that they are right or are sprouting the ultimate truth, but because they are aligned with the beliefs and the behavior of that crowd. A magnetic field of like minded beliefs attracts the individuals of that social crowd to it. Chaos. Now, there is a miracle of another nature. Chaos forces people to look at what surrounds them. What surrounds them? Why, their futures, of course, the potential futures that they can become a part of through magnetic attraction. And why is that so scary? Because while they have been safely wrapped up in their social context or familial or group beliefs, their errant thoughts have been gathering just outside of their peripheral vision. Now, chaos comes along, and what does it do? It shakes the thoughts that have been out of sight in the periphery, and it brings them into the line of sight. Now the safety mechanism is off, and those potentials are looking them right in the eye. They see events taking place all over the world in their community and in their towns and cities, and they are fearful and anxious. They do not like what they see and hear and what it may mean. And because they have never been taught to think outside of their own physical bodies and material possessions, they interpret what is happening as a potential loss of their life, the ones they love, and their worldly possessions. The chaos changes relationships, vehicles, homes, friends, family, jobs, dreams, and everything else. It ushers in what is important, truly important, like freedom, which is taken for granted, and health, which is also taken for granted. They discover that placing their health in the hands of tyrants will bring about solutions and remedies that are positively awful. Chaos rearranges the behaviors and attitudes and Yesterday's enemies become today's friends, and lack is replaced by abundance and prosperity. The master mechanisms of chaos are the human hearts collectively. It insists upon a reset, the heart, when it is burdened with grief and loss, loneliness and heartbreak, anger and hurt, and for a brief time, life as you know it comes to a standstill, a pause, a timeless moment that floods your normal insanity with a natural lucidity. And literally, your life flashes before your eyes. You come face to face with your potential future. And if it is anything to go on, it reeks of complacency, a lack of freedom and responsibility, and you want to run in the opposite direction. For the most part, you want to hide, to tell the world to go away and leave you in peace or in pieces, and you want to get back to normal. Now that is the eternal wish, getting back to normal. Once normal has touched chaos, people, it never ever returns the same way that it once was. There is no going back to that or the world that was. It is the world that is left behind in the wake of a miracle called chaos. Now, some may disagree with the term miracle and they may have a plethora of personal reasons. But since when did our personal reasons ever stop the chaos from ushering in the change that billions of hearts have called for? Change is only frightening if each individual cannot make truly beneficial choices in their life, find an inner peace or calm that allows the change to carry them and move them. And if they have never learned to trust in themselves, you see, choice demands that each person trust themselves, for a choice cannot be guaranteed until it is without a shadow of doubt. And doubt during chaos causes fear, and fear is always the first teacher that confronts any entity.